You do an impression, Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh. Yeah!
Which is unbelievable.
One guy was like, I want it.
Give us a little taste.
Sure. God, you look like the 4th of July. Taking the dog, dumbass.
I do one impression, and it's the weirdest impression. I should have like a Christopher Walken or something, and I have a Kristen Stewart. I did it to her, and she was like, oh man, I do that with my mouth. And I was like, you're doing it now, I know.
Can you do maybe Kristen Stewart explaining what Pitch Perfect 3 is about?
You know, there's like, the Bellas are out of college, and they go on a USO tour, and there's like, you know, hilarity ensues, so.
Because Tracy told me he went to your house and you made him, as he said over and over again to me, ballpark Franks.
He said, I went over there, he made me Franks, ballpark Franks. That's why I'ma always be cool with Eddie, because he made me them Franks.
You had these scenes with Christopher Walken in Wedding Crashers, and I gotta think that, as an actor, that's gotta be a dream come true.
I was very intimidated by him. He's the normal guy who's like, hey, how you doing? It's not like that. He just sort of sits there in the makeup chair and he's like, pineapple. I like to eat it.
Drew Barrymore.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so honored. I'm talking about substitute teaching.
Who's the teacher?
Her name is Abby Adamson.
We shot Guardians of the Galaxy here in London, and my wife, Anna, came out to visit, and she fell in love with this show. The Only Way is Essex. It's like basically their Jersey Shores. So like, honestly, I saw this guy. Honestly, did like Michael cheat on me when he was in a beefer, and of course he was telling me, he's like, I miss you, or whatever, and I'm like, you like, miss me? What am I, your mother?
You brought Michael Jackson and Prince together.
The one time we had a show in Vegas, Michael Jackson called. Hey, what's Michael? I heard you guys are doing a show tonight. Yeah, we going at 9 o'clock. Oh, rats, I gotta put the kids to sleep. So I was like, well, I'm performing with Prince later on. Michael came to see me rock with Prince. Prince steps off the stage and plays the bass in Michael Jackson's face. Michael Jackson leaves and goes home and says, meet me in the house for breakfast. So I go to his house for breakfast. First words he says, well, it's Prince playing the bass in my face.
Oh, should I say that though?
Prince, he's just being nice, you know? No, Prince, he's always been a meanie.
Okay, on the actor side is Jennifer Lawrence.
They told me not to do a game show, but I was like, screw it, I can have fun. I'm a regular person.
Name a bad habit that you just can't quit. Jennifer.
I'm just like a snackaholic. I mean, I love Pringles. If no one's looking, I'll eat like a whole can. Like every day is my cheat day, you know what I mean?
Oh, how annoyingly relatable.
I was in the studio with Lenny Kravitz. He was doing something with Jay-Z, and he, you know how he talked. Yeah, D, I'm gonna play this for you, D. That's how he is, yeah, you know, I'm gonna put this on for you, man. Just tell me what you think.
You went to Broadway one night and sat next to Katharine Hepburn. It didn't go so well.
No, it didn't. There's an empty seat beside me, and then suddenly I hear,
Excuse me, get out of my way, move that umbrella, you idiot.
she sits right here, and I'm thinking, I'm not gonna say anything. Act 1 ends, and Rosemary Harris is actress in the play, and she does a dramatic diatribe and collapses on the stage. And I turn to Hepburn, forgetting it's Hepburn. I say, isn't she classy? And she, because I'm talking to her like a real person, says, she certainly is. Rosemary has an ability to be real in the moment, very much like Spencer, very much like the best people that you've ever met in your life. And as she's saying that, I'm thinking, I'm talking to Katharine Hepburn. So I say to her, well, Miss Hepburn, you're no slouch. She looks at me and says, thank you. And then she turns to the first, do you mind if I change seats?
Would you mind telling us the story about when you were nominated and you had the beads?
In New Zealand, where we filmed Lord of the Rings, if you're lucky, when you leave, you're given a piece of green stone, and it'll bring you a bit of luck. So when those films were nominated for something like 20 Oscars, everybody from New Zealand was wearing their green stone, punami. And when we're on the red carpet going into the ceremony, I met Maggie Smith. Hello, what are you here for? I said, well, Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah. She said, what's that round your neck? Oh, so it's my punami. Oh, your punami. What's that for? I said, well, if I wear it, it'll bring me luck. And, oh, very nice. And we went our separate ways. And at the end, of course, everyone else wins the Oscar apart from you. And a bit dejected, you're coming out looking forward to a drink and you bump into Maggie Smith and she points at you and she says, it didn't work, did it?
Okay, Holly Hunter talking about a gas station. I love Holly Hunter.
Oh, I love her too. This is great, Jimmy. This is so superior to that service station on Wilshire. You got all sorts of snacks, Skittles, Starburst, sunflower seeds if you're trying to watch your sugar.
People do impressions of you, don't they?
Am I in your canon?
Can I have the cards? So, welcome back. So you've never been on the show.
I feel your pain, Bob.
Gal Gadot, she hosted SNL. I was with Adie Bryant. We were just like, oh, okay, now we know that we are Midwestern toads compared to this, like, Mediterranean goddess. Everything she says is like a prophecy. I asked her, do you have hobbies, Gal? And she was like, I love to go to the beach. I love to paddleboard. I love to go to the mall Maldives. Do you have a hubby, Kate? And I was like, I watch Dateline.